Welcome back, you guys, and hello. If you're new here, my name is Kait. For today's video, I am back to share some more monthly favorites. I have a whole lineup of new beauty products, goodies, faves that I couldn't put down throughout the month or tested out and tried, and have definitely made it to my favorites list. So I'm super excited to share them with you guys. So stay tuned, and without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in. So this first product is an absolute essential for me going into fall and winter, and honestly even spring too. I basically use this year round, but it's a self tanner, so I figured this was very appropriate for the time of year and us going into the colder months. So I've absolutely been loving this Wonder Tan 1 Hour Express Mousse from Mind Tan Body and Skin. This just has the most perfect color. I love the formula of this. The color is gorgeous even after just leaving it on for an hour, and I really love that it's an express mousse. So if you do want to leave it on as little as an hour, you totally can and rinse it off, and you still have a really pretty color and glow to your skin. I am kind of past the point and just over the trying to sleep in a self tanner. I don't even know how I used to do that. It's just a horrible night's sleep and I can't do it. So something like this where I can put it on, leave it on as little as an hour or up to 3 or more works really well for me in my routine, in my schedule. I said that the color was gorgeous, and I kind of want to elaborate on that because I've tried a lot of self tanners, and this by far is my favorite in terms of the tone and the color and everything. It just complements my skin tone really well, and it is just so pretty. They refer to it as a warm, super dark finish. And I have a couple other self tanners of theirs that are beautiful as well. I really like them, but they are just referred to as like a dark finish. So I don't know if it has to do with like the warm aspect of it, but it is just like a deep, beautiful bronze. Looks like you just got back from vacation kind of color, and that is everything to me. It's definitely really buildable. So again, you can leave it on as little as an hour and have a glow, which is still more of like a natural finish to me and on my skin tone, but still gives me color. Or you can definitely build this up and make it deeper, but it in no way comes out orange at all, which is really important. I've also been using the mitt that I got with this, and this is my favorite self-tanning mitt that I've used. It is so soft. The tan never comes out streaky at all by any means. It's been so flawless and perfect and just really even. And I love how this has the thumb. I think that is so cute and just like helps even everything out as well. And I frequently will just throw this in the washing machine and wash it, and it's been fine and comes back to life and just keeps it like fresh, which I like. But the two of these together are so nice. I love this little duo. If you want to check this out, I believe I still have a code. It's not commissionable, it's just for you guys to save, but I'll put it down below, and that should take 25% off and get you a free mitt as well. So the next product that I have to share is another body care item, and to be honest, I wasn't jumping over the moon, like excited over it at first. In terms of trying it out, but once I did try it out, I obviously have a whole new opinion on it. So it's the Necessaire body lotion. I was gifted this in some PR, and I shared this in my first PR unboxing video. So if you watched that, then this might look familiar. To be honest, the reason why I wasn't like super eager to try it out was because it is fragrance free. So in my mind, I was like, well, I want to use my stuff that smells good that I already have open. So I just wasn't jumping to open this up. But my skin has been so ridiculously dry lately. So I figured why not open it up, give it a try, and this stuff is the real deal. I will tell you, the first time that I used it, I was just like blown away. My skin was just so soft and smooth and hydrated and moisturized after using this that it almost worried me, because I just had the realization, like, if this is what my skin is supposed to feel like when it's, you know, actually hydrated, then I've been doing a terrible job, because my skin just is never that soft. And it was kind of an eye awakening moment for me. So all in all, it's fragrance free, so you're not getting any of the smell good with it. But that's probably a positive because I'm sure when you get all of the fragrances and stuff, you're also getting a lot of chemicals and things that are probably also drying your skin out at the same time. But this has been great, especially with layering after a tan, because I don't feel like it's stripping it at all. I feel like it's really locking in a lot of moisture and hydration. If anything, is helping it last a little bit longer. And especially with it just being drier now and getting colder, this has been such a lifesaver, especially for my legs. And I've mentioned this before, I believe, but I do have psoriasis, so my skin tends to just get really dry in general. And luckily I don't have any outbreaks or anything, but if I do get any spots, as I call them, then those little like spots or patches get super, super dry as well. So having something like this that is just like a fragrance-free, non-irritating, super hydrating product is great. And I did just check, and this is listed under clean brands at Sephora, which is awesome, and it's $25. Next, I have a makeup brush that I've been loving that I wanted to share with you guys. This is by Luxie, and it's their 504 angled brush. I have been using this to apply my blush, and I think it is so perfect. I typically use like a super fluffy Real Techniques blush brush. I think I said that right. And it's like 4 times larger than this one. So I just feel like both give very different looks, and I feel like this one helps to get more precise and a little bit more structured and helps to really pack on pigment, and I am just into it. I love it. I've been a fan of Luxie brushes for quite some time. They're super good quality. I love the like design, the packaging of them. Obviously pink, I love pink, and they just always deliver and do a really good job. They also are usually more on the pricier side and around the $20 range, but I just checked and this one's actually on sale for like $8. So I'll link it below because that's definitely a steal. I think you could also probably use this for contour or like bronzing as well. But if you want a good little blush brush that's under $10, then I would definitely recommend checking this one out. I have a new skincare product that I've been using and have fallen in love with, and it's these Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. These have been so great because they work and they definitely help to resurface and exfoliate, but they're really gentle, and having sensitive skin, this has been so nice because it doesn't irritate my skin at all. So you get 60 little pads in here. This is what they look like, and you would just take it and rub it on your face. They have a nice light scent to them. Not too heavy at all. It's just really light and refreshing. And I also love these as an alternative to like an exfoliator or scrub because they're so much less messy. And I think just a lot easier of a step in your routine rather than breaking out another face wash and doing the whole washcloth thing. You can just take one single pad, go over your skin, toss it, and then you're good to go. So I believe these are under $40 or right around that mark, but for 60 pads, I don't think that's a bad deal. And it's Elemis. They are luxe. I love their skincare so much. They make really good products. If you do have sensitive skin and are looking for something that's gentle and exfoliates and is effective, then I think these would be a really great option for you to look into and try out. And then I also have a new moisturizer that I've been loving, and this is one that actually isn't new to me. I have had this for a while, but I've always used this on my body. I haven't really used it on my face. And I mentioned to you guys, my skin has been so dry, including my face lately. So I decided to whip this out and try it on my face and neck instead, and I'm very happy that I did. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's fragrance free and allergy tested, so it is really good for sensitive skin, which I have. This is for intense hydration. It says on the back that there's no parabens, harsh chemicals, or colorants, and it has colloidal oatmeal ceramides, which I don't know what that is. And soothing eucalyptus oil, which you can definitely smell in the formula. And then it just says that it can be used on the face or elsewhere. So I am not kidding when I tell you I used to use this on my legs all the time. but I have moved on to using it on my face. My face has been so happy and just soaking it all in, really, really loving it. So it comes in this giant tub. It's 6 ounces, so it really is huge. You're getting a lot of product, and because it is such a thick cream, I'll try to show you guys, you really don't have to use a ton. A little will go a long way. It really is just such a great moisturizer, as you can see. So you only need a little tiny bit to rub in and bring your skin back to life, rejuvenate it, revive it, rehydrate it. So as you can see, like even that much, it's still white. I would need to keep rubbing it all over. But once you put this on, you just feel so nice and you can just feel the moisture locked in. And I love that. I will say eucalyptus is not like my first choice in a scent, which is why I used to mainly use it on my body and not so much my face. But it doesn't really bother me now and I like it. I just think of it more as like a spa-like scent, if that makes sense. Just kind of refreshing, but just keep that in mind because I feel like it's one of those things where looking at the packaging, or if you haven't used this before, it will kind of sneak up on you. It definitely, to me, doesn't smell like what you would expect based on the packaging. But if you have super dry skin on your face or on your body, this would be a really good moisturizer to pick up and just have on hand and start using in advance, get ahead of the winter cold and dryness. I have a new eyeshadow palette that I tried out, and I've never used anything by Zoeva, but I got the Cocoa Blend eyeshadow palette, and it is so stunning. I really, really, really like the formula of these shadows, and I really like the color palette in here too. They felt very like fall-y to me. Is that a word? Probably not. I don't think fall-y's a word, but fall-ish, fall-themed. I just really loved all of the colors in here that were kind of warm and sultry, and I am wearing it today on my eyes. It had a good variety and mix of shimmers and mattes in here, and I always like that. I like to have both. That's the best of both worlds. And the pans are a really nice size in my opinion, and the formulas are just what makes this. The shimmers in particular are so buttery and just pigmented and blend out really well. There's those 3. Swatches are not my forte, but these are pretty hard to mess up when the formula is this good. But I've been applying these with my fingers when I have used them on my lid, just because they're so buttery and I feel like they just glide right on, and they do that best, I feel like, with your fingers rather than a brush. But the matte shades are gorgeous too. I've used brushes for those, and they just work so nicely. So I kind of have a little hodgepodge on my eyes, but I will tell you guys what shades I used for today's look. So I have Subtle Blend basically all over my lid. I just love this sultry sort of like copper brown shade. I put a little bit of Pure Ganache in my inner corner, which is this pretty gold color. And then in my outer corner, I have Infusion. This is like, I don't even know how to explain it, kind of like gunmetal-y, kind of brown, kind of gray. It's sultry, has a teeny bit of shimmer. I was into it. I liked it a lot. And then for my liner, I used Beans Are White. I hadn't even read that name until now. That's weird. I don't get that. But this shade down here, I've really been liking these like sort of like dark gray colors for liner. They smoke out really, really beautifully and just look really smoky, and I'm just into that look right now. But this palette is available at Ulta and it's $25. I of course do kind of wish that it had a mirror, but it's not a make or break. The formula is so pretty and the colors are so pigmented that I don't mind. And I honestly think this palette is really wearable, especially with the neutrals and the browns in here. You could do a lot of looks with this, mix and match. And I think that it complements like fall and winter tones really well, but I think that you could do a lot of like everyday sort of neutral looks with this too going into spring and summer. So I was really happy that I stumbled upon this and found a new little go-to palette to use. In other exciting news, I have another nude lip combo that I have just been loving and was my go-to for basically the entire month. And it's all Buxom products. You guys know, I'm sure, unless you're brand new here, that I love Buxom products. They are great and just are some of my faves. So I have a liner, lipstick, and gloss combo that I will show you guys, and I'll start with the liner. So the shade that I have been obsessed with is Stealth, and it's like this pretty sort of nude color. It's gorgeous, honestly, as a liner or as a lipstick. You could fill your entire lips in with this pencil, and the color is just super wearable and perfect for every day. If you haven't ever gotten any of the Buxom liners, they are double-ended, which is really nice. They do have this brush on the other end to help you just kind of like clean up around the lines, or you could use it to just kind of like move around the product once you apply it. So I love that. And this one is a mini, but they of course have like the normal sizes, and those pencils are ginormous, but this is just like their travel size of it. But I love this pencil formula. It's very comfy and it wears well. And for this look, what I've been doing is lining my lips and filling them in with this to help the longevity and make my lip look really last. But then I've been adding a lipstick on top, and this is one from the 90s Nudes video that I just did. This is Heartthrob, which you guys know if you watched that video. This lipstick was one of my favorites from all of the swatches that I did and trying on of the whole collection. I will swatch it again on my hand for you guys so you all can see, but it is like just such a beautiful pink nude color, sort of peachy, just very much my vibe and what I like to wear on the everyday. Oh, and I'm also wearing this lip combo as we speak, so if you all are interested in it, I do have it on. So we have Stealth Liner, Heartthrob lipstick, and then to complete it and top it all off, I've been using the gloss in Samantha, and this is a peachy sort of beige pink color. It has some gold shimmer throughout, and again, just another go-to and like favorite for me, and super wearable. And it looks like this, so it's not super dark or anything. It just adds some shine and like a little lightness, and I'm just very, very into all three of these together. I think they're so pretty. And setting spray is of course a necessity for me. I set my face every single time that I do my makeup, which is basically daily. And I was kind of hesitant to try this, but after hearing so many good things about it, I finally picked it up. This is the Dewy Set Setting Spray by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Initially, the reason why I just like wasn't gravitating towards this and not interested in trying it out sooner is honestly because of the packaging. I felt like the packaging gives the illusion that it is a glitter spray, and it's not at all. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I first looked at this, I just was assuming that this was like indicative of the actual formula and how it comes out, but it's not at all. It comes out just like a normal setting spray. There's no glitter or anything to it. I just feel like the finish is a little bit different than like the Urban Decay All Nighter, which is what I typically use. And I have not strayed away from that one. I still really love it, but I do like switching up my products, and I like switching up the finishes, and I've been very into more of like a glowy look lately. So I really like this one. It does, I feel like, give some life to the skin, but for me personally, it's never made my makeup look oily or not kept it in place. I still think it does a really, really good job of that. I do also like the scent of this. I think it's really nice. And one thing that I have been doing, which is probably extra, but it does work really well, I think, is I will go through and spray my Urban Decay All Nighter, and then I will go back through once that dries and spritz it with the Dewy Setting Spray on top. That way, I feel like the Urban Decay, you all know if you've tried that, it's like the OG. It's really gonna lock all of your makeup in and make sure nothing is moving. But then this, like I said, just has a slightly different finish, adds some life back into the skin. So I like this on top to still add that in, but know that like I'm covered and my makeup's not moving. But if you are looking to venture out a little bit and want to try something new and want to try a setting spray with a slightly different finish, then I would say check this out. It's been really great and I would definitely repurchase this so far. So next I have a shampoo and conditioner that I wanted to share with you guys. I do regularly rotate the shampoo and conditioner that I use. I have about 3 that I just kind of go between and switch out and use, and this is one of them. This is the Bondi Boost HG shampoo and conditioner. And the reason that I wanted to share these two with you guys is one, they are formulated to help with hair growth and sustain like healthy hair, which is great. Like who doesn't want that? And they are Australian made, paraben, sulfate, silicone free, vegan friendly, and cruelty free. But the key thing for me that I really love and like keeps me coming back to these two products is how good it makes my scalp feel after I wash my hair with it. Like I am just talking about revived. Like I feel like I have a whole new scalp and head of hair. It cleans it so thoroughly, and I just blow dry my hair after I use this, and it feels so light and weightless and just so nice. And there's a lot of shampoos and conditioners that of course do a great job at cleaning your hair, but there's something about this that just like makes your scalp feel so amazing. I personally think that it's the peppermint. It does say on the back of this, ready for better hair days. This zingy peppermint scented shampoo will help get you there. It's made with their signature peppermint and rosemary that will have you coming back for more. So that I feel like is accurate. I don't know if it is single-handedly the peppermint that makes my scalp feel so good after I use this, but it does say the hero ingredients in this product are peppermint, rosemary, and stinging nettle. But if you need to just kind of like detox your scalp, get off any buildup or gunk, and just want to feel super, super clean, this will do it 1000%. And I just noticed such a difference with my scalp in particular when I use these two compared to some of my other shampoo and conditioners. On the flip side, in total transparency, my hair is pretty dry. I need a lot of moisture. I'm talking like intense hydration, and these don't really deliver on that, which is fine because they don't claim to and they're not meant to. So for my hair type and texture, I typically will use the shampoo and the conditioner so my scalp is feeling good and I'm getting all the benefits from these two, but then I will follow up with a deep conditioning mask usually from my mids to ends just to really lock in some extra moisture because otherwise my hair does feel like a tad dry after using just these two, since a lot of my other products I have picked to use based on the hydration or moisture that they add back in. So just something to keep in mind if you have hair like me, but otherwise these are really great for getting in there, reviving your scalp, and just making your head feel really clean. This next one is a tool that I've had for a while, but it's interchangeable, so I have actually never used this barrel until this month. So this is the Whirl Trio by T3. You guys know I love T3. They're my holy grail. Typically I will use the smallest size, which is the tapered wand, or I use the middle barrel, which is similar to this. It's just one size all the way through, but it's just smaller circumference. It's a 1 1/4 inch barrel. I believe this is a 2-inch barrel, so it is the largest that comes in the set, and it is significantly bigger, but I had never broken it out and tried it, and I decided to this past month, and I've been so happy with how my hair has turned out with this. It's a much different curl compared to the other two because it is so big. It's definitely going to give you more of a loose curl. It's not going to be super tight, but if you kind of like that worn in, sort of soft, like I just got a really nice blowout sort of look, then I think you would really like this. That's the look that it gives on my hair. It doesn't curl up top so much, but it does give me like these really loose, pretty curls at the ends. And to me, when I use this, it just looks like I went to the salon and got a nice blowout, which I can't do that on my own with a blow dryer. I'm just not that talented. But this gives that look, so I've been super into that. I love the Whirl Trio in general. So I can confirm officially now that all 3 barrels are definitely very usable, very versatile, and I love that. I do have a code with T3 to save 20% off, so I will put that down below for any of you who like to shop with them or want to do some shopping with them and check out any of their tools. It does work site-wide, so they are definitely an investment, so 20% off will go a long way. But I feel like I have just about every tool from T3, so if there is something in particular that you guys would like to see, or if you want to see a tutorial, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I love hearing from you guys. So if you have any interest in seeing the look and style that this barrel in particular gives, or any of the other T3 products, leave me a comment and let me know so I can make sure to make a note of it and add it into my video lineup. But that concludes another round of monthly favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for tuning back in and watching today's video. If you're new, I definitely hope you'll stick around and stay. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. But as always, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you have any recommendations for me to check out and try for next month. I love hearing from you guys. Thank you again. Love you. And until next time.